Hello all, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to see different string functions in Excel or different string functions in VBA we will call. In VBA, string functions are very important because if you wish to copy any data or if you wish to perform any transaction or anything, we'll have to play with data. So as we have seen in different loops, we could have to adjust the strings where while selecting the range. So that's how you'll have to play with different kinds of strings in VBA. So in this particular video, we are going to see different basic functions with string, some advanced functions like in string, mid function, etc. So without wasting time, let's get back to the sheet. So since this is a big topic, we have taken a different sheet for this particular thing. So don't worry about it. This particular sheet will be available with this particular video in the link given below. So let's get back to the code first. Let me show you few basic steps. So consider we have a data over here. It says Omkar and this says Bayside. Okay. And oh, okay. And we need in this H column, we need data as Omkar space Bayside. So how can we do this using coding is using VBA code is we can concatenate these two strings. So let me show you how can we do that. So it says sheet 1, I believe. Yeah, sheet 1. Then dot range. It says H2. Yeah, it is H2. In H2, we'll have to write the data dot value is equals to sheets. It says sheet 1 dot range. We'll have to copy it from F and G. F2 dot value. We'll say and O and that is sheets. It is sheet 1 dot range G2 dot value. So what this will do is this will just add the data from F2 and G2 and we'll paste it in H2. So let's try to execute it. I'm pressing F8 and we have this data. But you could have observed we are not having a space in between. So we can provide a space as well by, let me stop the execution. So what we'll do is we'll have this and we'll have this space in between. So this is another string 1, string 2, and string 3. Let me show you. So you can see this. This is how you can do it. Okay, concatenating two strings or concatenating multiple strings using AND keyword. So this is just a basic of strings. We'll see some more functions about strings. So the first function, it is ASC. So this function returns ASCII value of a character. So let me show you. So I have have written out some basic functions. As you can see, like let me just press F8 or so this debug.print. For now, let's have a MSG box. So this debug.print we'll cover it in a separate topic. Till then, we'll just have this MSG box. Okay, so let me debug it. You can see the ASCII value of A, capital A, it's 65. It has returned. Then the ASCII value of Monday, which is capital M. So it'll just pick up the first character of that particular string, and the ASCII character of capital Z, which is 90. So this ASC function will return the ASCII value of the first character from any string given in that particular parameter. Okay, so that is about ASCII ASC function. Next is CHR. So this CHR returns the character based of the on the ASCII value. So let me show you for a few examples. So it is just an opposite to ASC function. So in ASC, we were getting a value in return, like ASCII value in return for that particular variable or for a particular character. Here we are getting that character in return by giving the value. You can see capital A is for 65, then capital M, and then capital Z for 90. So that's how you use CHR function. Next is L case. So this L case is used to give that string or to convert any string into lowercase. So how can we do that is I'll say I'll create a generic subroutine. Generic functions. Here we'll utilize all the functions. L case functions. Okay, so consider we have x is equals to say this. Okay, so this either you can put it like this or you can just give this particular string over here as well. So it's up to you. I'll have MSG box. New x. You can see value of new x is all small. So that's a lowercase function. So L case is used for converting into lowercase. On the opposite hand, we have U case, which is used for converting the string into uppercase. We'll use the same string, new U x. MSG box. New UX. So let's execute it. You can see the uppercase function. So this is like we have everything in an uppercase. Next we have is len function. So this len returns the length of a string. So we'll have say len x len of x. Then see length of the string omkar is 5. So this len. Then we have trim functions. Let me take it up. We'll first see r trim. So consider we have a value as y. It says space. Okay. So the r trim will trim the spaces from right side. So new r. So it's like r trim y is equals to r trim of y. So this is just a variable. We or let's give it as y1 only. Then MSG box y1 would be easier to understand. Let's take it out. Here you can see the spaces from the right side have been removed, or we can see it over here as well. Like you can see the right side space is removed, but the left side space is still there. So to remove the spaces from left side, we have ltrim function. So we can have like y2 is equals to ltrim y, and then the mystery box will have y2. You can see the spaces from left have been trimmed now. If we wish to trim the spaces from both the sides, we have just trim function. So say y3 is equals to trim y. Mystery box y3. You can see spaces from both the sides have been trimmed. So that's how you can use ltrim, rtrim, and the only trim function. So these are done. Next is replace. So this replace function is used to replace a particular sequence of characters or a particular character from a string. So how can you do it is consider z is equals to consider a string. So consider we have a string over here, this particular string, and in this string we have to replace this my with our. So what we can do is like we can first is we can do it manually, but using this function, how can we do it is consider z1 is equals to replace the expression in the string, or like the entire string z. From this z string, what we have to find is we'll have to find this keyword my, and if found a match, every match we'll have to replace this with our, and we'll say msg box as z1. So you can have a single character, or you can have a multi-character string as well. So it's up to you how you want to take it up. So let me just execute it, this particular thing itself, because we have executed the rest of the part. You can see this my keyword have been replaced with our. So that's how you do it. Next is left and right functions. So let me put a comment over here first. Replace function. Next is consider what was that function? Next function is left. Yeah. So a is equals to okay, and consider we wish to get only two uh, two characters from left. So how can we do that? Is a1 is equals to left a, and we'll have message box as a1. So let me drag it. Okay, sorry. So it says like, okay, my bad. It's like A, and from this particular A string, how much is the length of characters which you want? So like I'll say 2. So you can give any numbers. It's the decision is all yours. You can see the value of A1 is just 2 characters from left. Similarly, there's a write function where we have A2 is equals to write. From right, we'll have the similar kind of things like 2 characters from right. MSG box A2. You can see the last 2 characters, A and I. So that's how you use the left function. So these are done. So these 11 functions are few of the basics which we use in our day-to-day coding. But we have our 3 major functions. So these we call it as an advanced function. So split, in string, and mid function. So we have a different session for this. Like a different video will be recorded for this particular these functions. So you can see it in the upcoming series. But we'll just give you a heads up about it, like how do we use it. So this split function is used to split a string into substrings. So consider we have the string, and in this string we have to split the string based on a space. So how we can split it, like, or we can do this using split function. So we'll cover this in a separate session, so don't worry about it now. So just to give you basics about it, like it used to split a string into substrings based on the delimiter. Like it can be a space, or it can be any special character, or any character which you give. Next is in-string. So in-string and mid. So we use these 2 functions like in a combination, because in-string, what it does is it returns the position of the first occurrence of a substring given in that string. So I will discuss this about this in later in detail about this. So what it does is it just for now just keep in mind that this in-string function returns an integer or returns a position, and the mid function returns a string. Okay, so for whatever number of characters we mention in that particular mid function, it returns those many characters of strings, those many characters of strings. So we'll cover these 3 functions in details in our upcoming sessions. So that's all we have for this particular video. In the next session, we'll see debug.print function. So till then, thank you.